Morning, it's Vijay here. Today is Friday, 27th September 2024. Welcome to yet another episode of Pre-Market Commentary. Yesterday I was very cautious and I was thinking that, markets may not go anywhere. But as I've been proved wrong many times, yesterday was one such day. But I waited for the first 1 hour, and then when I realized that the market is showing strength, I normally calculate. I'm normally focus on the first 15 minutes movement, and then look at the first 1 hour and see whether the first 15 minutes high and lows have been crossed. So I take a directional view for intraday based on that. Now, yesterday I noticed that after the first hour, the 15 minutes high and low, the first 15 minutes high and low, now both the indices, Nifty and Bank Nifty, were trading above the first 15 minutes highs. So that clearly indicated that even on the final day, when one should have expected that there will be some weakness, the weakness was there early morning, but then the market wanted to go only one way and it is higher. As I keep mentioning, that we are in a very uh, strong bull market. There is no point in trying to look for shorting opportunities in this market. Of course, there are many stocks which will come down. Yesterday, for instance, the declines outnumbered advances. So there were many stocks, obviously, which came down. But the point is this: if you're trading the indices or the indices components, that is Bank Nifty and Nifty, then it's better to focus on what I call the BTFD, which is the buy today for Deepavali. Please note, I am not a SEBI registered advisor. So basically, what I'm talking here is my own thinking and my own experience. So let's get down to what happened yesterday, and let's look at what is the most important point which will drive the market today. So here we are. Mm, yeah. So today is the NSE indices rebalancing. Now this rebalancing happens once in a while, and today is a day when NSE indices are being rebalanced. So we will come to that, which is our main topic later. But first, let's see what happened yesterday. Again, I say markets today would mean what happened yesterday. Nifty advanced for the sixth consecutive session. It hit an all-time high, 26,250, led by Maruti and Grasil. Maruti and other four-wheelers did well yesterday because of the impending IPO of Hyundai. Now, don't ask me how that is connected, but that is how it is. We are in a bull market, so if a big IPO is coming, so all the sector-related components also start moving up. Whether they are overbought or oversold, it does not matter because a big IPO is coming. The Nifty small cap declined for the third day. So a lot of people who have got portfolios must have felt very bad, especially in the last few days. Quite a few stocks in our portfolio also, which are in small cap and mid cap, did not perform well. But that's par for the course because we are concentrating on the large caps. And people who don't have large caps and the right large caps must have really felt sad even yesterday when it hit a all-time high, both Nifty and Bank Nifty. Then Nifty Metal continued to go up because yesterday, in an unprecedented interview where the President Xi oversaw, they're looking for putting more stimulus. In my opinion, it's a very dangerous thing what China is doing. But whatever it is, when the money flow is going to come, then the risk assets will go up. So equity markets will do well. They did very well there in China. Now you must also know that this China is going on a golden week holiday from beginning Monday. So today is the last day, if any trading is going to be done there. But they are going to go on a high, and the global markets will speculate on what is happening, what will happen once they come back from their 1 week holiday. So Nifty PSU Bank was in focus yesterday. PNB and Canara Bank did well. Canara Bank is one of the entrants. We'll come to that. Nifty FMCG did well. ITC hit an all-time high, and Nestle and Tata Consumer were the leaders. Nifty Bank advanced basically led by PNB and IDFC Bank. Nifty Energy advanced basically based on Tata Power and BPCL. Again, this energy, one is looking at power and energy, which is NTPC, which is going to come with their green IPO. We will talk about those in the coming days. But today we'll focus only on the Nifty Rejig. Before that, FIs and DIs, both of them bought 630 crores coming from FIs and about 2,400 crores coming from DIs. So when institutions are buying and it is reflected in the price, especially in the large indices, it is always prudent not to go against the market. One can be cautious, but to go against it is a danger. Now, today we start off on a clean slate with none of the securities in a ban. So that will encourage more of speculation. So what is this Nifty 50 index rejig? There are two stocks which are getting included by close of today, which means it will get reflected from Monday onwards. Trent and BEL. Trent has been going by leaps and bounds. It is getting it'll get a weightage of 1.4%. Net inflows will come about 700 odd millions. Now, BEL has not been doing well, but we are holding BEL and we plan to add on just for speculation purposes today because that should do well now onwards. There is weight is increasing in Cipla and HDFC Life. Divis and LTI Mindtree will go out of the index. One analyst I've done, is that many a time when it goes out of the index, those components tend to do well because the last of the passive investors get sell out of that. So I won't be surprised if Divis Lab did well, and same thing with LTI Mindtree. Then some weightage changes are there. There is increase in weightage in case of M&M, Infosys, ICICI Bank. There is a decrease across the board. M&M, Infosys, ICICI Bank, Reliance. Across the board, there is a decrease. This is what the decrease is. So the weight is up in case of Cipla and HDFC Life, exclusion in Divis Lab and LTI Mindtree, and weight down in all the others which I mentioned from M&M to Axis Bank. Now, Bank Nifty also, there is an index rejig. In Bank Nifty, IndusInd Bank and SBI, it is being IndusInd Bank is being included, and so you have SBI, where weightage is increasing. Federal Bank, Bank of Baroda, AU Bank, IDFC First Bank. IDFC Bank now should begin to move, in my opinion. PNB has already moved yesterday. IDFC also did yesterday. Bandhan Bank is getting excluded. We hold Bandhan Bank. We believe strongly that it will do well independent of whether it's there in the index or not. The weightage of Kotak Mahindra and HDFC Bank will be marginally down. That is why yesterday HDFC Bank was looking weak, though it is the strongest in the let's say strongest component in the Nifty index. Even in the ADR, HDFC Bank was down, but I think just taking rest. Canara Bank is being included, Bandhan Bank is being excluded. So another very important macro development took place yesterday. The 10-year benchmark bond yield fell to 6.72, but later it fell further to 6.70, which is lower. This is more than 2.5-year low. What it means is that the interest rates will, I think, soften. So therefore, you are able to see the yields also falling, and there's also a shortage of money. So I think RBI will infuse some money through their various operations today, because I think a lot of money has gone for the GST and advance tax and other payments. So we should see some easing of liquidity, especially the busy season policy will come on October 9th. Generally, busy season policies where they will push in more money because of the festivals. And one other interesting thing yesterday was yen weakened down to 145 to dollar. Now, when yen weakening will mean that the liquidity will come into the market and the market should go up. Global equities, all of them did very well. Dow Jones, the US markets, but they all came off their highs. Especially Dow Jones was the only one which stood against, and it closed almost at the high. S&P, Nasdaq closed off the highs. And then we come to what we can watch today. Apart from the index rejig, we're talking of forex reserves will be mentioned as to how much it is. I think it will have grown. And US, the most important data set is the core PCE index, and Japan, the core CPI. Year on year will be there. Global news: US GDP has grown at a steady rate of 3%. Core PCE rises at 2.8. again, as per estimates, and then jobless claims have actually come down, and continuing claims have more or less been flat. So this is as far as this one is concerned. The other global news, as I mentioned yesterday, China has implemented forceful interest rate cuts, which probably will create a problem. But right now, the moot point is whether whether the money will come into India, and I think it will come. So therefore, things are not bad in that sense. Good for markets. Just let's look at where we are on the where we are on the markets. Hang Seng, sorry, this is Hang Seng. Where are we? Okay, I think we've got the wrong thing. Probably bring it here. Problem with technology, I'm not that good, but nevertheless, so let's go here. Yeah. So this is Hang Seng Index. Hang Seng Index opened. It's opened quite bright, but off the highs. Nikkei is also opened quite bright, but it's again off the highs. So what is happening is market. So this is a 5-minute chart intraday. It's opening bright, but it is off the highs, whereas Hang Seng is up steady. Singapore is not that good. Kospi is also off the highs, and I wanted to show something on the overbought position in Nifty, for instance. If you take the Bollinger Bands, they have moved. If you take on the daily chart, it is moving, on the top end of the band, which is generally considered overbought. If you take even in Bank Nifty, it is considered overbought. You see, this has gone above the Bollinger Band. If you take even RSI, for instance, RSI is about 76 in Bank Nifty, and it's about 78. So one has to be cautious, but that doesn't mean one should short the market. At least we are not shorting. What we are looking today is to buy on decline. Maybe you will get a correction today, which may be unexpected, and one should be prepared for it, and look at buying certain good stocks. We will continue to be cautious for the second day in a row. If we get an opportunity of going above 15 minutes, crossing the 15-minute high, we'll go long. Otherwise, we will probably keep quiet today. And this is all we are doing. Whatever you do today, I hope it is successful. Thank you for joining.